Uh, Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I am your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. I am your host, Mr. Brian Bridges. Come on in. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Man, we got a very disturbing case out of Southwest Houston. Very disturbing case out of Southwest Houston. My side, might I add, however, but this young female potentially went to this projects and dropped her baby off, you all. She dropped her baby off, left her baby out there in the hot baking sun. And mind you, you all, this days out here in Texas, you know, whether it's pretty much in between 97 and 102 degrees. And I said it again, it's between 97 and 102 degrees daily here in Texas. For anybody that's not familiar with the Texas atmosphere, you know, it's a very hot place, you know. People die out here. Our animals are dying. Our dogs are dying. Livestock is dying. But this particular woman just proceeded to leave her baby on the ground, you know, on the ground in the projects while she run off with some smoker, dope fiend, doing a little thing. I don't know if they was drinking, getting high, or what they was doing, but they was absolutely on some drugs. I said it. Yep, they was absolutely on the drugs, some drugs. Now, mind you, this happened some days ago, but at the time they had not released the names of any of the parents, you all. They had not released the names of the parents. In fact, they had to go publicly to make an announcement for somebody to claim the baby, you know. And days had gone by and no one had stepped up to claim the baby. Now, after days had gone by, the young lady's sister-in-law, or perhaps sister, some relatives of the baby, they said they knew the baby. So they called the police station and said, we know these people, so forth and so on. That's our little kin folks, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they proceeded to go on and investigate these people and see what was happening. And mind you, the father, he had come along and, you know, he had called in and say, I want the baby, you know, so forth and so on. So the CPS wouldn't come in and take him. Now, mind you, here we got days going by, they got a hearing for the child and the daddy don't show up. So maybe he was with the mother the day that she ran off, you know, and she was trying to catch up with the vehicle and the dope. Yep, I said it, the vehicle and the dope. You know, the baby was picked up on the southwest side, right there on Wheelcrest, you all. And I used to happen to live there too, you know. Back in my day, you know, I had to go through that particular area myself. So I know what it's like to live in this particular area. You know, it's nothing but drugs, sex, and rock and roll. And I said it, drugs, sex, and rock and roll. You know, it's jumping off on the southwest side at all times. But this particular place is not too far from, you know, it's in between Beach Nut and Bensonette. So, you know, it's a real hood area. You know, I will say pretty much 60% Hispanic and, you know, 40% black at this point, but it used to be the opposite, you know, but a lot of Hispanics been coming in the area, and, you know, this is a high drug area. It's a lot of coke over there, a lot of heroin, so forth and so on, you know, and definitely some alcohol, because this particular lady happened to be caught days later. Not only did she not call in to claim her own child, but she was picked up days later with another child in a vehicle, and this particular child happened to be 15, and they had one in there a little bit younger, so she was pretty much arrested for a DWI, you all, and with under the influence with a minor in a vehicle. So had not they had even caught her with this particular DWI, I mean, she may not have never came in to claim her child. I mean, she knew that people was looking. She had to know that she was being looked for. I mean, because the baby was all over the news. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have seen it at least by now. And this particular woman, I don't know what she was going through, but copyright disclaimer under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. It tips the balance in favor of fair use, you all. So here we're going back over to this Dirty Dana. Not Dirty Diana, but Dirty Dana, who actually proceeded to leave her child out here on these hot Texas streets, like he was some puppy that was just gonna get picked up and lost and found. Now this particular topic is real sincere to me because I'm often trying to come up with some type of solution for mothers that's stressed out, and so these particular mothers don't blow their babies off, put them in the oven, drown them, and stab them and burn them in some houses. So these is one of the things that I've been focusing on. Parenting, that these women are able to find somewhere they can get their children up for adoption if they in certain stressed out situations, or possibly something. Now I am aware that the Moses law, I often say you all can drop the children to the fire department, but the Moses law is 2 months, you all. It's 2 months. So if a baby is 2 months and younger, then this particular child can be dropped off to the fire department. Like I say, in some other ways that you can do these things besides leaving your baby in the cooking heat of Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, our days are very hot. And I know she ain't just leave and go to the corner store. I mean, but still and all, who will leave their baby on the ground while they go to the corner store? So drugs was definitely involved, and if the baby's child is he is out there doing drugs with this woman, then that was a good reason for him to possibly have missed this hearing the next day. And also, he may have been had some type of warrant out for his arrest. But either way, he should have stepped up for the child, because he had already made the phone call that, I'm the baby father, I be that baby pappy, things of that nature. So why not go all the way and go get your child? Like I say, I don't know what possessed her to do that, but I do have a news clip to really update the people that are not particularly familiar with this case. And it reads, mother of abandoned baby found days later, arrested on a DWI warrant, Houston police says. Baby was found alone in a diaper outside an apartment complex. It said a missing Texas woman was found days after her child was seen wearing alone outside a Houston apartment complex, police said. Houston police said the 12-month-old baby was found alone in a diaper near a gate at the complex on a Tuesday afternoon. He had minor injuries to his mouth that were apparently sustained where he was walking around, according to sister station in Houston. He was taken to the hospital and intimately released in child protective custody. It say authorities were not able to find the boy's parent or the guardians, prompting police to ask the public for help, for them to go on the news. It's a family member reached out to the police, identified the child's mother as 33-year-old Dana McCown, police said. When relatives were unable to reach her, they reported McCown as missing on Tuesday. It says local says that they seen McCown along Willcrest Drive in recent days, and police arrested her there early Friday morning. McCown was taken in custody on 2 felony warrants of driving while intoxicated with a passenger under 15 and a probation violation. Our detective plans to interview her on the abandoned baby case, police said Friday morning. And they said the news channel reported that the boy's father did not know about the incident and did not know the woman's whereabouts. So far, no one, including McCown, has been charged with the baby boy's endangerment case. That's just so far. But they definitely going to be charged with something, I think they should, not particularly the father, unless he was there. I think he is just as guilty as she is, for if he was anywhere around there. But from what we understand, that they seen this particular woman that she be running through there, I'm pretty sure they both in there together, probably going out there to score some dope. I said it, probably going out there to score some dope, get a double up or something, but whoever was out there didn't come soon enough, or told them to meet him somewhere else. And she happened to just take off, running too fast, trying to get back to the vehicle before she get left with the drug, weed, and alcohol. You know how that go in the hood, man. But like I said, this particular mother is very unfit, and if some of you ladies are out there friends with this young lady, is that you all suggest very much that she get counseling. Matter of fact, I would defriend her. Don't be her friend. She have a lot to do to get herself together. To get her life back together in order and on track. To have a possibility to even get her kids again. Like I said, she has violated her probation and most surely on her way to prison, so like I said, the best thing that can happen to this baby at this point is for him to be with some more caring family members, you all. So let's just keep this little baby here in prayers. I'm gonna call him Baby New Year's because and God is a miracle. They used to have the Baby New Year's with the big ears, but it's a cute little boy. I don't know how you can leave a little baby boy like that. Go our first Christ game. We out.